All right, guys, welcome back to another video. On this video, we're going to give you the latest on what's going on with Ashley Janae. Now, according to this, her fiance has been arrested in Zanzibar. So we're going to get into that and the latest on that. And because it's crazy, the story has it that they went out there for her birthday and he proposed and things like that. They had a whole big extravagant video of him proposing. Some people seem to think he's still married. It's just a whole big situation. Her family doesn't have any answers from him, nothing. But according to the story right now, according to reports, he is being detained, which is equivalent here to being arrested. And so that's what's going on with Ashley Janae. But also they said that they got into a dispute at the hotel and they had to be separated, but he still had access to the room. They went to the room, found her unresponsive. She died in the hospital. So let's give you the latest on this. So it says here, police are advancing their investigation. Excuse me. They're advancing their investigation into the death of Ashley Janae, the content creator who died on a trip to Zanzibar early this month. Authorities have seized her fiance Joe McCann's passport and are questioning him, but only as a witness, as no arrests have been made. Now, there's conflicting reports. There was another local news out in Zanzibar to say he was being detained, which is like he's being arrested. So as you know, Ashley died while on vacation with Joe, who proposed to her on a trip. The vacation was planned as Ashley Janae's 31st birthday celebration, which turned out to be her last. Okay, Ashley family appears to have suspicions of Joe the whole time. As they say, he waited 11 whole hours to tell them about the incident and even downplayed it as Ashley was okay. Now, Joe and Ashley was separated, like I said before, by hotel staff into two different rooms on April 8th, following a domestic dispute. Joe told authorities he found Ashley had hanged herself on a door on April 9th. We're going to go back to that. And she reportedly died at the hospital on April 10th, okay? In a statement, police say the incident is linked to the couple's domestic dispute. Documents list Ashley's immediate cause of death, get this, as cerebral hypoxia by strangulation and suffocation. Notably, the family told us they haven't heard from Joe ever since he called to say Ashley was in the hospital. They're considering flying to Tanzania to meet with officials there. Let's go back for a second, though. We're going to go back to the dates. So it says here, Joe and Ashley were separated by hotel staff into different rooms on April 8th, following a domestic dispute, right? Following a domestic dispute. Joe told authorities he found Ashley had hanged herself on the door on April 9th. And she reportedly died at the hospital on April 10th. Okay, so they had a domestic dispute and they had to be separated. It was so significant that they had to be separated, right? Okay, so they had to be separated. The next thing you know, oh my God, guys, I found her hanging in her room. All right. If it's not adding up to you, if this story is not adding up to you, you're not alone. This is not adding up. Now, Ashley Janae was a content creator, and she often talked about the soft life. I've never even heard of that term, the soft life. I've heard of the soft life, but not people using it, the soft life, which is you get with certain men that have money, and I guess you don't have to work, and you represent the soft life. You know, go get you one of these guys, girls. You know, go get the, but you don't want to get this type of guy, girls, let me tell you. You don't want to get this type. You definitely don't want to get this type now. Definitely don't. You don't want to get the soft life dudes because it's crazy. But the thing is, okay, we have to say allegedly. We have to say allegedly because he hasn't been, it's out of our jurisdiction anyway, the U.S., right? Let me see something here. You know what? Let me do some research on the fly because I don't know. Is it? Let me see. Is it out of the jurisdiction of the United States, or could the U.S. do something about the ongoing investigation in Zanzibar? We're gonna find out. Let's just see. I'm just doing some quick searching here because I don't know. Like I do know they have somewhat. They can help out a little bit, but here's the thing. Ashley Janae, real name is Ashley Robinson, U.S. citizen, died in Zanzibar, Tanzania while on vacation. Okay, local police say the case is being investigated. But let me see. So right now is an active foreign investigation controlled entirely by Tanzanian Zanzibar authorities. Jurisdiction, this is the key point. Primary jurisdiction, as we know, is Tanzania, Zanzibar. Zanzibar is part of the Tanzania, and crimes that happen there fall under local police, local courts, and local prosecutors. That means the United States does not have automatic authority to investigate or charge anyone. Number two, can the United States get involved at all? Yes, but very limited and indirect. What the U.S. can do is the U.S. Department of State, Embassy can provide consular support to the family, monitor the investigation, push for fair treatment and transparency. The Federal Bureau of Investigation can assist if Tanzania invites them, help with forensic or technical analysis, rare but possible. This is called cooperation, not control. What the U.S. cannot do, take over the case, arrest people in Zanzibar, force Tanzanian police to act differently, file U.S. charges unless a very specific crime applies, which is unlikely. When could the U.S. have jurisdiction? There are a few rare exceptions. If there is a federal crime involving U.S. law, terrorism, trafficking, etc., if the suspect returns to the U.S. and evidence supports a U.S. charge, if there is an extradition treaty situation, but based on what's public right now, none of those clearly apply. The reality, no sugarcoating here, guys. The case is not out of the reach of the United States, but it's not under U.S. control either. Tanzania is running an investigation. U.S. can only observe, assist, and apply diplomatic pressure. Different legal systems. Zanzibar has its own legal structure within Tanzania. Evidence, autopsies, and witnesses are all in another country. Governments protect their sovereignty. They don't like outside interference. Bottom line, the case is legally under Tanzanian jurisdiction. The family has set up a GoFundMe, and I saw an Instagram post on that. People are just, it's going down in the comment section. I'm just telling you guys, it's going down in the comment section. But yeah, so it's going down. But they're saying I was reading the local Zanzibar press. They're saying that he is definitely being held right now. He's being held. And I don't know if he has seek legal counsel in Zanzibar or seek the international lawyer here in the United States. I also heard rumors that he had money problems. I've heard that. I've also heard rumors that he is still married. So this is just a whole mess. This is just a whole complete, I would say kerfuffle, but no, this is a whole mess, man. This is just a whole mess. And I don't know. The U.S., like I said, we just read, they have limited jurisdiction here. Nothing they can do unless Tanzania invite them. They can assist in forensics if Zanzibar needs it, but it's crazy. Somebody jokingly said, if you have a problem with your spouse, hey honey, let's go to Zanzibar, go check out the animals. You know, next thing you know, I don't know what happened to her. All I know is we had to get separated. I came back to check on her. She out like a light. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened to her, man. I just don't know what happened to her. Well, Max, you were the last person that saw her. Like, she didn't have any history of depression or anything. Max, apparently she was depressed when we got on that trip. Yeah, it all came out. She started getting depressed and everything. She started getting depressed and everything. So I don't know. I don't know what happened to her. I just don't know. I just don't know what happened to her. I just know that, yeah, but Max, weren't you guys separated and then you have a fight? Yeah, we did, but I stayed on my side. I just happened to come in there and she was hanging. Okay. Look, I'll be helping looking for the people. But everybody be everybody be pointing the finger, but what can you do? You got to see what the Zanzibar do. But I heard that Zanzibar, they got him. They took his passport. They holding him. So the soft life. They said she was about the soft life. You know, go get you this type of man and don't mess with the ninjas and all that right there. You know, opening up designers and everything, man. This is crazy. Let me just say this. When you're with somebody and you have to put another group of people down, that's a red flag. That is a red flag. Why can't you just date them and enjoy your soft life? Why you got to go put other people down? It's a red flag. Maybe she's doing that to try to appease him. But at the end of the day, something went wrong down there. They could have gotten an argument. He could have went through her phone, went through her DMs, found something else. It's crazy, but drop a comment below, like, comment, share, subscribe. Also, drop a comment below. All right, y'all, take care.